What's up, guys? Pokepesoda here. We're going to have a nice little quick video on what is selling in Pokemon right now. All right, we're going to check it out again. We're Pokepesoda, 127 subs. The number keeps going up, 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 up.
Bazinga.
We appreciate all the support. We can't thank you enough. And remember, follow us for your daily videos. We'll give you some stuff, whether it be tips on trading, tips on selling, finding some restocks, and just some products that we are buying out there, and some just hot news in the Pokemon hobby. All right, guys? Pokepesoda here. Like and subscribe. Now let's move on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the top selling items that are happening across the Pokemon universe. And of course, we went to TCG Player, went to best selling. This gives us a great thing of what the sell-through rate is and what's selling right now. Now, of course, Ascended Heroes ETBs releasing on February 20th. We'll see. We don't know. That's the alleged release date, just like the 2-pack blisters were going to be. But Ascended Heroes, it's the hottest one right now. Now, what I can tell you about Ascended Heroes is the sell-through rate on these for the pre-order on them, it's going pretty good, actually. When we start looking how many are selling per day, we have 200 items, 100 items. That's just today, okay? These are selling for $150, pretty much an ETB across the board. Now, here's a little trick in it. If you do have something you can, I'll show you right here. Now, I wouldn't buy these off of GameStop typically, because right now what you have is you have a box. They're $85.49 each, because I'm a pro member, because everybody should be a pro member at GameStop. It really saves you so much money. But it was $3.59, lost the $18 off there. So essentially what we're doing was taking off, about $4.50 a box. Then we got shipping. It's $35.96. I don't understand how shipping is anything. It should be free on orders that are over $125, but it has shipping on their estimated taxes. So right here, I'm paying roughly $100 per ETB for Ascended Heroes. These will have a $60, $59.99 MSRP price tag. So is this above market? Absolutely. Is this cheaper than TCG Player? Absolutely. GameStop, they usually do pretty good job shipping their orders out. Before GameStop became like Scalper Stop, they basically would oversell some stuff and then they'd maybe have to cancel orders. GameStop now doesn't really do that too much. But let's go back to TCG Player. Now, of course, Ascended Heroes is the biggest sell-through rate. The other one, too, is the Mega Charizard EX. Costco just dropped this yesterday. I was only number 255,000 in line. Needless to say, I didn't get anything. This was a double pack, $185, about $90, $92.50 or whatever per UPC. It's a hell of a deal. These right here at $120 when Target, Walmart, whoever restocks them, is a hell of a deal. I'm telling you, you get a ton of packs in there, 18 packs. You get Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals, Mega Evolution. I don't know about Surging Sparks, actually. I think it's Destined Rivals, Mega Evolution, and Phantasmal Flames. Oh, gosh. I can't remember the other one, but it's a great deal. The promos are great. The Oricorio and the Charizard, unbelievable promos. They don't grade out super well, so if you get 10s in them, I think they'll hold the value. To put it in perspective, the Charizard UPC we had before this, the white box one, those 3 promos in there, when they graded out as 10s, which had a really low gem rate, those cards I graded out, oh my gosh, I bet 10 sets of 3. And I might have only had about 4 10s out of all of those. So out of 30 cards, I probably had about 4 10s. The time I was selling them, they were selling for anywhere from $100 to $125 in a PSA 10. Okay, this was merely 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago. Those cards are now $700, $800 in a PSA 10. So if you get the Charizard promo graded in a 10 or can find one cheap, it's a good hold. I promise you that. Now, when we look through the sell-through rate on this, you'll notice the price has plummeted since November, which makes sense. But when we look at it, we have 130, 170, 80, 81, 85. These are selling like hotcakes. If you can find these out and about in the wild, I would definitely say get them. Now, as the Midwest, we have not received these yet in Costco. The West Coast has. I think some of the East Coast has. It has not trickled into the Central America yet. So once these do trickle into Costco here, we'll definitely see if the price stays the same or depreciates a little bit. I really, really do think that this gets down to about $105 to $115. If it gets under $100 on sale for TCG Player, it's a must buy. At $120, I still think it's a must buy. If I see these out in the wild when Target restocks Walmart hasn't had these for a long time, but when Target gets them, which that's the whole thing, why Walmart's not getting them, but Target is. Typically with MJ Holding, it seems like they hold some stuff, and I think MJ Holding's holding on to some of these, but allegedly. Target always restocks these typically every week. When you start seeing Target not get the restock on these anymore, it's safe to say that they're not pumping this product out very often. Target's a good scale on showing what is going to be coming out and what's going to stay consistently coming out. When Target quits getting Destined Rivals, booster bundles, Destined Rivals, sleeve packs, I know Destined Rivals is a pretty new set. I would say that the reprint possibility on those decreases quite a bit just because Target's not getting them. Alliance and Excel, they do a great job with their distribution. MJ Holding doesn't quite distribute everything right away. Now let's go through some more of these. Again, we got Phantasmal Flames Booster Box, $283. This has went up almost $40. $50 in some instances in the last week to 10 days. If you don't have a booster box, this is a good one to get. The other one we got too is Destined Rivals. This booster box is soaring. You can still get for about $500 on Walmart.com, but this box is getting close to the $550, $600 mark. If they do not do a reprint on these, I think you're going to see close to an $800 to $900 box by the end of the year for Destined Rivals, just because it's a supply and demand. Is Destined Rivals, the Team Rocket set, a good set? It is. I'm just not a fan of the Mewtwo. It's not my favorite card. I really don't. I don't like the Giovanni in it. I'd say the same thing now for Ascended Heroes. I don't think it's a great looking card. All right, Destined Rivals booster case. This time last year when Destined Rivals was coming out, they was coming out close to $300, I believe, just right off the bat. Now people are, they're almost 2x their money. So Prismatic booster bundles, again, if you can find these, it's a steal. I would definitely buy them. It's just a smart play. Phantasmal Flames, if you need a case of these, $1,300 is a good buy. Phantasmal Flames is a great set. People can shit on all they want. I know it's a Charizard chase set, but it's one of the best Charizard chase sets we've ever had. Obsidian Flames, terrible. Darkness Ablaze, terrible. Okay? Champions Path, just did a video on it. Terrible set. All of them had chase Charizard cards. Of those, Obsidian Flames was the best one. Darkness Ablaze, dog shit. Champions Past, dog shit, except for the Charizards, okay? Which the Charizard Rainbow in that one is a reprint from Darkness Ablaze, which sucked. But the Shiny Charizard, one of the best. Top 3 cards, Charizard-wise, I think, ever. Looking at these, we got Booster Bundles 151 display. This keeps creeping up. $1,300, I think, is a pretty good buy for this. This will probably be a $2,000 product here at the end of the year. Evolving Skies, don't need to really say much. We want to take a look at it, though. So when we take a look at Evolving Skies, the sell-through rate on this, it's not selling through very often, but let's look at the one-year chart on it. Okay, we got the one-year chart Evolving Skies. It is crazy to think a year ago this time it was a $1,300 box. It's almost doubled now, and at some cases it did double. It was a $1,600 box in October, more than I think it's worth right now. But again, what Pokemon product? In the comments below, give me a Pokemon product in the last 25 to 30 years since Pokemon's been out. 25 years essentially for the English product that has went down in value a few years after it's been out. I'll wait. Like, besides battle decks, let me know. I just really can't find anything ever. Now, looking at this, let's check out the sell-through rate on it. Now, you're having 12 boxes right there. 9 boxes, 2 boxes. We haven't had any sold today. These are still selling, guys. So Evolving Skies, people still know there's room for growth in there. I don't want to spend a ton of time on it, but the other one too here, Paldean Fate's Great Tusk Box, sell-through rate on this is crazy. It's starting to get to the point where you're starting to get multiple sales per day. You got 40 here, 20 here, 40 here. You can still get these for $150. I know. Double MSRP on it. Paldean Fates is the best Fates set we've ever had. Hidden Fates, say what you want. Shining Fates, terrible, okay? Paldean Fates, great set. The Bubble Mew, I'll die on a hill for this. The Bubble Mew is a top tier card. You know what? I got one right back here. All right, guys, I'm back. I found it. Right there we are. That is a PSA 10 Bubble Mew, okay? I have pulled 4 of these, 4 of them. The second or third pack of Paldean Fates I ever opened, I got a Bubble Mew. The card was selling for $98. I sold it. The centering was off. I'd like, you know what? Centering's off. This card may or may not go up in price, but the set release, it was only about $100 when it first came out. Then it just skyrocketed. And I based it off of the Japanese Bubble Mew. The Japanese Bubble Mew started to plummet, so the English one is starting to plummet too. I pulled it 3 other times, graded in a 10 as 1. The other 2 I got were PSA 8s. I think I have to crack them and resend them because there's no way they're PSA 8s. But Bubble Mew in a 10, gorgeous card, unbelievable card. Even if it's not worth the $2,000 it is right now, even if this is a $300 card, one of the best card, and I think the best card of the Scarlet and Violet era. Look at it, guys. It's a Bubble Mew. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Now let's keep going with this. All right. Phantasmal Flames, ETBs, $76 is right now the market price. If you can buy a case of these for $700, $800, great hold. Great hold. Okay. 151, enough said, it's $118. Let's look at 151 booster bundles from a year ago. A year ago, the price was $65. And even Nostalgianomics, Alex there has been pumping 151, not pumping it so he can sell all of his position in it, telling people you need to buy this. Okay. I bought some last year at the $65 mark, and I was like, you know what? I'll just hold on to it. I'm glad I did because it's doubled in price now. Let's go through a few more of these. ETBs for Prismatic, they've hovered between the $110, $140 mark. If you see Prismatic ETBs between $100 and $120, no brainer, you got to buy them. The other one we're seeing now for the sell-through is the SPC at $265 here. The amount of these that are being sold. Let's go to the 6 month, okay? Let's go to the 1 year because it's been out. This started off extremely high back in March when it came out, okay? $500. It dropped down to $192. Look at that graph. It's never been below 200 for the most part. This thing has skyrocketed back in October to $320 some dollars. Now it's about the $250 mark. I do not have one of these. I've been the wait and see crowd on this one thinking, well, they got to print more of them. I'd seen the picture from Distro, the Pokemon factories, the people pumping this shit out. I've seen pallets of them. We're talking pallets, hundreds of pallets, football fields of pallets. And yet we can't find this product. I don't know if someone's holding all of it or if there just wasn't that much to be had. If it was photoshopped, SPC, if you don't have one, I'm looking to buy one. I need to just pull the trigger at this point because this product is top tier. For 151, it had the UPC. That thing was selling for about $250 to $300 a year ago. Now it's a $650 to $700 box. The SPC a year later is now cheaper than it was when it came out. It's one to buy. I'm telling you, you're going to regret not having one. I regret not having one yet. And $250 is just the price point it is. All right. Ascended Heroes. Can't really say much about that because enough is being said. Here's another one. The Pokemon Day 2026 collection. This is my bold prediction on this one. Is that card right there, the Pikachu. It's the one from Temporal Forces. It's a nice little holo card. Actually, I have one upstairs I just pulled out. But the pack selection on this, sometimes you'll get a Destined Rivals in here. Sometimes it's Phantasmal Flame, Mega Evolution. Sometimes a mix of all three. But these right here, these will set. These will start being sold for under the $20 mark at most places because I think they print a ton of these. I really do think they are going to print an extraordinary amount of these leading up to the Pokemon Day, February 27th. That card will be one of the top graded cards ever. Okay. So do I think it's a bad graded play? I don't. I'd like to see the Gem 10 rate on it, but I don't know that I'll send mine in because I really do think it's going to be a highly graded card. I just don't know how well it's going to gem out. But these right here, this is my prediction. These will not set on shelves, I would say, but they're going to be close to that MSRP for quite a while because it's not a bad product, but you're paying, when it's $18.99, you're paying over $6 a pack, and a lot of places are selling these packs for $5 to $6 on their website. So we'll see what happens, guys. Let's see. Ascended. I'm not even worrying about Ascended because it's such a small sample size. This is the other Charizard UPC I was talking about. It has 3 promos. Those promos are constantly going up. If you can find one of these Charizard UPCs for the $480 mark, it's not a bad price. Let's just Let's just rake ourselves with the coal here. A year ago, $250. Now, if we could take this thing in a time machine back to October of 2024, these were $350 for a sealed case. There was so many of these. Pokey Jace, I just watched a video on his. I think that's his name, but does great content. He was kind of talking about, the new Charizard box we have, how it's the best one ever. I would strongly disagree with him. This was the best UPC we've ever had, I believe. The pack lineup was great. The 3 promos were excellent. Um, you know, I'd say this one's right here. The new Charizard Mega one we got's here because I love Mega Charizard. So that's kind of, this one. If you can get one, don't have it in your collection, I'd buy one of these. These will go down in history with those promos that keep skyrocketing. The other ones, and the last 2 I'm going to talk about is Black Bolt, White Flare bundles. You're not seeing Black Bolt, White Flare anywhere, okay? The set got slept on. Pokemon didn't print that much of it from what it seems like. But here's the deal is that the Black Bolt, White Thunder, unbelievable cards. I mean, between the Zekrom, the Reshiram, the 2 Victini cards, they're top tier cards. From the 2025 top selling cards, like expense wise for TCG Player, the list they put out, the Victini, Zekrom, Reshiram were 3 of the top 10 cards. So in a set that gets printed out from the year, I mean, you're looking at every year they're releasing close to about 5 or 6 sets. Those are top 3 of the 10 cards. So Black Bolt, White Flare, people are going to really regret not having that. I think it's just an unbelievable product. I didn't open a lot of mine because I just couldn't find it in stores. It just didn't seem like it was readily available. So that's some of the stuff I got. What we're going to kind of go for now. I'm going to kind of go through and show you some stuff that I'm going to be buying this month. Now, the Team Rockers Moltres UPC, it was a GameStop exclusive. On GameStop, it was $190. You got it for $180. They've sold out though. Okay, these are an unbelievable product. I bought one. I thought I had it down here. I don't, but they're very good looking product. They look great on a shelf. $211. Buy one. Okay, I'm telling you, if you're going to take the Team Rocket Moltres UPC versus the SPC for Prismatic, I almost side on this one more. The uniqueness of this box is something like I've never seen before. So definitely is something I'd look at. Now, something else I'm going to be looking at getting into. Right here, the Unova Victini Illustration Collection box. I think these things are an absolute steal at the $40 price range. Now, right here, this one, it's a little bit higher because it's a sealed case of 6. But these right here, the sell-through rate on them is pretty good. That Victini promo is unbelievable. It's absolutely top tier. So this is something else that I'm definitely going to start, trying to pick up this month as well. And like I said before, the Mega Charizard UPC, if I can find these anywhere from the $110 to $130 mark, I am buying them. Once it starts drying up, anywhere from $120 to $150 is kind of where I'm going. I probably won't spend, because I have quite a few of these stocked up, I probably won't spend anything over $150 unless they really start to skyrocket. Then I'll cost average out to see where I can be at. But I have not bought any of these for lower than $120. I do have a sealed case that I bought right when it came out for $800. I still think it's not a bad deal. You can get sealed cases for anywhere from $550 to $700, I believe. Mega Charizard UPC, unbelievable buy. Here's another one right here, the Paldean Fates. Great Tusk EX and Iron Trends box. These are $150. You can find them on Walmart and TCG Player alike. These, I think, are an excellent buy because I think Paldean Fates is going to go down as one of the best Fates sets. You got the Bubble Mew, you got the Charizard, you got the Gardevoir, unbelievable chase cards in there, and it's actually a pretty fun set to pull. You have some great baby shinies in there, the Pikachu, the Mimikyu, they're unbelievable, but I think this is a set that's going to go down very, very well. Now, and the last one I'm going to talk about is the Crown Zenith 10 case. Okay, if you're buying Crown Zenith to hold, I would definitely buy the 10s. The reason for them is the promos in there are dynamic. This is a 10 case, comes with 2 of each of the set. I think it's a great buy, and really you're looking at about $100 a 10. This has skyrocketed, to be honest with you. I want to say that this was... Yeah, so I mean, this was just selling a few days ago for $486, $500. So these are starting to go up like there's only 3 of them available. It's crazy. If you want to go a different way with it, you can get the set of 3. I believe this is international. Nope, this is international. This is the larger ones too, so it has 5 packs, I believe. But these ones are 284, 289, 300. So if you want to just take a little bit of step in it, of course, this one right here, you have the Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. The Moltres is the one by Shinikonda that definitely, is the promo that people seek to go after. Here's the international one. These have less packs, but still have the promos in there. These have the 4 packs is what they do. Little bit less, but $240 to $300. If your price per pack is only going to be the difference there, about $15 per pack, I mean, I'd honestly probably just buy these, to be honest with you, because I know you're getting less packs, but you're getting the sealed tin with the art. That's still going to be the vital thing for it. So, you guys, that's some things I'm going to be buying here in February. If you got any questions, comments, let me know. Leave a comment below, and definitely let me know what you're going to be looking at buying for this upcoming month. It's going to be a crazy one, Ascended Heroes with a lot of releases, but pretty excited about it. So I got some more Ascended Heroes coming. I'm going to open those up in the next couple of days. And like I say, guys, Pokepasoda, like and subscribe, share it if you want to, and remember, catch them all.